Hi there, I'm Andrew. Welcome to Urban Rider for another look at some of the world's finest riding gear. Today we're really excited to introduce to you the Krass Boots from Sendra's new Red Series line. Sendra are a Spanish manufacturer based in Castilla La Mancha in Spain, employing an artisan workforce of over 170 people, creating boots for over 100 years that have got a very high reputation for longevity, craftsmanship as well as styling. So naturally the idea that they'd move into the motorcycle market really has piqued our interests. So a gentleman named Enrique Hernandez, a close friend of the Sendra family, was tasked with creating the Red Series line of boots by Sendra, which is a range specifically tailored to the needs of an urban rider with the Sendra quality of 250 point production process behind them. So these boots are the Krass Boots, and they're the first from the range to be released to the market, and we at Urban Rider are the first to offer them. We've been involved in the process in fine-tuning and making these boots as good as they can be. The finished article has such a nice balance to them, whether it's heritage or more modern styling you're after. If you just want quality boots, these are definitely going to be up your street. So the three boots that we have here are the different colours on offer in the Krass range. We have the straight black and the straight tobacco. The tobacco has a lovely variation to the finish of the colouring, and we also have the black fused with the red stitching and the red suede upper, which just gives it a little bit of flair. All of the colourways look fantastic in their own right. They're all really strong, and as you can see from our lifestyle imagery, in the flesh these boots really do look the business. So there's a lovely balance that I feel between the height of the boots offering you enough durability and protection to do the job, but also not being so cumbersome that these couldn't be worn all day off the bike. The look of them is a good mix of heritage and modern as well, and with the Sendra production process behind it, the handmade nature of these boots goes through such extensive styling and tailoring that you end up with a very soft and supple finished article that feels extremely lightweight and pre-worn in, which really belies the overall sturdiness and rugged nature of the boots. They will do a fantastic job. Things like the sole are fused to the main body of the boot using what's known as a goodyear welt, which is a very difficult process to achieve, but it creates a very, very strong mix between the two, meaning that these are going to last you a long time. The styling as well is really well thought through. So things like the buckles that you can see running through the upper of the boot, they're there to give it that look, but they're primarily decorative. There is a degree of adjustability if you want to, but the main operation, getting the boots on and off, works by virtue of this zip on the inside of the boot. You simply have an overlay flap with a leather backed with Velcro piece, a YKK zipper that runs the full length of the boot that opens out, and it's backed with this gusseted leather piece there, so that's going to prevent water getting through behind the zip. So you've got essentially that as well as the overlay flap, really keeping the elements out. But this zip really just is such a great feature. It makes getting the boots on and off day to day a real doddle. It's a 2-second process as opposed to a fiddly and slightly irritating one if you had to use 3 different buckles every time. The boots are incredibly comfortable. You've got a thermoformed, anatomically shaped footbed with reinforced cups around the toes and heels for extra crush resistance. But around the upper, you've got this padded leather section, which is really soft, really supple. And also this diamond stitch section down the front here is also padded too. So really high degree of comfort there. The actual leather of the boot is a bovine leather, which has been wonderfully crafted, and it's backed up with a waterproof lining too. So these are not only great looking, they're actually incredibly practical and will work in the widest variety of riding conditions. You've also got some nice little features in things like the toe section here. So this diamond stitching carries on into this extra layer you get around this toe part of the boot, and that's there to prevent any damage to the upper of the boot by things like the gear shifter. So nice detailing there, and also it works really well style-wise. The branding is pretty understated. So the Red Series name is pressed into the leather here on the outer of the boot, and it's very understated. So really the styling of the boot just speaks for itself. The boots fit true to size. We have extensively tried them on at Urban Rider HQ, and the overwhelming verdict is they are a good fit, true to size. However, if you're really on the cusp of 2 different sizes, you probably need to go down a size, as they're maybe just the tiniest bit generous, but for the vast majority of people, myself included, a fit the size that I expected to fit. So if you've got any further questions about the boots, of course, as always, just put that in the section below and we'll get back to you. Otherwise, stay tuned. There are more boots coming shortly from the Sendra Red Series collection, but the Krass boots are in stock and available now at urbanrider.co.uk. We'll hopefully see you soon for another video review of some of the world's finest riding gear. So until then, goodbye.